Okay, classic Oda on the whole Hold'em devil fruit situation. That's fucking hilarious. Hey guys, real quick, I'm going to apologize. I'm a little sick at the moment, a little under the weather. If my voice is a little bit more raspy than usual, it's a little raspy usually, but you know, if it's more raspy than usual, or if the hood annoys you, I'm sorry. I'm trying to sweat this sickness out before Monday or my next work day or whatever. So yeah, anyway, on to the review. Hey guys, ForTheAfro Reviews here, and this week I will be reviewing chapter 915 of One Piece, and it's kind of funny, it's an anagram of My Hero Academia's chapter number this week, which I just finished recording. Anyway, not related, just thought I'd mention it. So the cover page has Bellamy on it, and he's given up the pirate life and is now a flag artisan. Like, he's like painting flags, and he's getting like beat upside the head because I don't think he's doing a very good job. But, well, it looks like he's doing a great job, to be clear, but the guy doesn't think he's doing a good job, apparently. I mean, it just seems obvious. The direction of this cover story will most likely be that Bellamy decides that he doesn't want to do this isn't him, and he's going to make his own flag. That's kind of how I see it playing out, but who knows. We saw the red-haired pirate's flag in the last chapter, like kind of in the background of this cover page, and I think that it could be because this is the place that made it, not necessarily that red-haired pirates have claim over the island. I mean, they might. It would make sense. They're in the New World, I'm assuming. If red-haired pirates did have control of this island, it wouldn't be weird. I mean, if any of the Yonko did, it wouldn't be weird. But yeah, I mean, I think it's equally likely it's just a random island that made his flag. So this chapter dives headfirst to begin, showing you how much of an asshole the Yokozuna is. I mean, it kind of starts where he was being less of an asshole, but this gifter that's a mouse man, he's just a mouse smile user, kind of says like, because he's talking about O-Kiku's feelings and how he wants her to love him and blah, 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 blah. And then the mouse man's like, who the fuck cares? Just burn down all of his shit and kill everyone that she loves about, and then she'll be forced to come to you, and it'll be awesome. You're great. That's what we do here. Warrior class system all the way. Woo! And it's pretty messed up. And the Yokozuna dude's just like, yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, why was I even thinking hard about this? So they're both pieces of shit. And then he knocks off this giant bowl of food, which you know is fucked up in Wano because everyone's starving. Like, it's a fat bowl of food, even like it looks like a pretty big bowl of rice. And then they're like, oh my god, was it not to your liking? He sees this raccoon and he's like, I want that. Cook it. And they've had it for like years. Like that's like their pet, and like they just told him that right beforehand. Like, oh yeah, it's our pet for like forever. Cook it. I want it. Like, what? What a piece of shit. I hate all these Kaido affiliates. These are feeling like what pirates should be, although I guess he's probably not a pirate. But this feels like what an opposing pirate crew should be in One Piece. I've always wanted this like more brutality. Even Big Mom wasn't brutal enough for my opinion. I mean, the Wheel of Death was pretty cool, but you get what I'm saying. Like, there should be more brutality, more pillaging and stuff. Like, yeah, pirates. The next scene is of Tama meeting Hold'em. You know, Gazelle Man brought him there, and Gazelle Man's like out of breath, and like no stamina. He's like, got a stitch in my side. Hold'em actually sends him out of the room because his wheezing and panting is annoying him. That's awesome. Gazelle Man has all this running power, but like no stamina. Hilarious. Classic Oda. And even more classic Oda. Probably the highlight of the chapter for me. Hold'em, his reveal. He's a lion smile user, and he just has a big lion head on his belly. I mean, just like a big old lion head, and like I guess it has paws too. They're like at his like waistline. He has like claws he can come off with, and the lion doesn't like him apparently. Which is that's the part that really gets like at first glance. I was already kind of like, that's weird looking, and Tama's like trying really hard not to cry. Poor Tama. I feel so bad for her, but my God. The lion is just kicking it there, and then he's talking, and the lion looks up at him. He's like, "What are you looking at me for?" Like, he's getting all angry at the lion and stuff, and then the lion's like getting pissed off at him, and it punches him in the balls. But they share this, like, it's two souls in one body, so it's punching itself in the balls. It's all kind of, like, this leads to so much humor that can be in the future that I don't think I'm gonna get tired of. I mean, I feel like it could be easy to get tired of this humor. I just don't think I will, because I found this really funny. That was pretty good. Classic Oda designs, again. Like, Oda really knows how to bring this weirdness and just bring it into the story with seriousness. Like, Hold'em's still intimidating, I think. Like, even when he was on the ground, like, writhing in pain. Like, he's just, like, talking about how he's, like, one of his men saw that he tamed the Hihi, the baboon thing. And how, like, he's, like, he knows that ability is good. And then Tama has, like, a little flashback of, Tengu guy telling her that you gotta watch out, like this ability is gonna be coveted by the Beast Pirates. You can't use it in front of people. And sure enough, here it is. This is happening. So he was kind of giving off an intimidating air, but at the same time, a goofy, ridiculous air, which I love. I absolutely love. Tama tries to lie and say, like, I guess animals just like me. She's looking really bashful and like sheepish though. Like she's not like just like, yeah, animals just like. She's not confident. That was what I'm trying to say. Like she's not like lying very well. So he's like immediately Hold'em's like, well, one of my men saw you pull something from your cheek. Why don't we go grab some pliers? And like, oh no, Tama, no! Oh god, it's some. I just don't want any of this to happen. But yeah, that's what's going on with Tama, and I'm hoping that's not happening at the exact same time as Luffy and them getting into town, because I don't want her to get anything pulled off her cheek. Even though I guess with her Devil Fruit power she'd be fine. I don't want it. I don't want it. Leave Tama alone. So Luffy, Zoro, and O-Kiku on the lion dog dude thing arrive at Bakura town, and immediately a bunch of guys are like, "Who are you guys?" You know, and Luffy's gonna say like, "We're here to look for Otama. Where is she?" But Bakura, O-Kiku stops him from saying this, and like they are all Kaido's like friends. They're all friends of the guy that took Tama. You can't just be saying this shit. And Luffy just immediately knocks them all out with Conqueror's Haki. And importantly to mention, O-Kiku is confused by this. She doesn't understand what just happened. So she hasn't seen Conqueror's Haki before or heard of it, apparently. So I'm not sure. It seems like last chapter they were setting it up that like she's not from Wano, so maybe she just hasn't seen Conqueror's Haki. But I mean, I don't know. I think it's a little important. Also, it kind of hints that maybe she doesn't use Haki herself. Although in the New World, I think it'd be a little weird if she didn't. Just considering she's like a random samurai character, I think it'd be cool if she had like at least one. Come on. So as they're riding through town after knocking all these guys out with Luffy's Haki, trying to like figure out where Otama is, O-Kiku is explaining how Bakura town became like it is. It used to be like a town full of like merchants and artisans and stuff, and then the Beast Pirates found like one house they kind of like liked. They was like kind of like liking that one, and then basically a bunch of people started coming to the town from the Beast Pirates and just like kicking out everyone that they didn't think deserved to be there. Anyone they liked or like they wanted to stay there, they're like, yeah, sure, you can live here, but you're out, and then like burn down their house or like kick them out or like kill people. I don't know. It seemed pretty brutal. So you know, the Beast Pirates just continuing their brutality, and again, when I mention it one more time, like I'm beating a dead horse. I like that. I like that these pirates are brutal. Pirates should be more brutal more often. Like Kid is brutal, although he got his ass whooped by Kaido. But you know, like when we saw the New World for the first time before Luffy and everyone had entered, like they're showing like the other supernova in the New World, and Kid was like crucifying people. I liked that. I mean, I didn't like that people were being crucified. I just liked that like that was happening in the story, you know, like it seemed like something that like a messed up pirate would do, and that's what Kid's been set up to be, etc., etc. So seeing the same thing happen with the Beast Pirates, where they're actually this brutal, like ferocious crew, it seems fitting, and I like it. Next scene, we see Urashima again, the Yokozuna. He's doing a sumo wrestle stuff. He like knocked someone so far that in the panel beforehand there was like a thing flying, and Luffy just caught it, and there was a big handprint on him. He's like, oh, where did this come from? And like they deduced that it was a sumo match, but they rose like forward a bunch more, and then they finally see where Urashima is, and he's like whooping people's asses. He's broke like 88 bones in one day. I think like a bunch of spines and like 40 something ribs and arms and legs. He's messing people up. Like I don't know how strong he is, like in comparison to like people that matter, but against fodder, way stronger than them. So obviously he has some strength going for him. So then Urashima sees O-Kiku riding up, you know, with Luffy and Zoro and whatnot, and I think it's important to notice that O-Kiku hides behind Zoro specifically, and earlier in the chapter, like Urashima was remembering that like he was trying to get O-Kiku to come with him, but he backed off because he sensed a strange aura from Zoro. Luffy wasn't there. Luffy was somewhere else, I don't know. He wasn't in that panel though, so I mean, Urashima's only seen and been intimidated by Zoro, and O-Kiku seems to be more akin to Zoro. I don't know, maybe there's some kind of romantic thing going on. Really, really doubt it. Just wanted to mention it, you know. I know there's crazy theories everywhere. So next, Urashima is trying to get his men to go grab O-Kiku for him. They're like, you know, just like, oh, you're the best, blah, like a bunch of bullshit. A bunch of women are jealous of O-Kiku because this guy wants to marry her, which seems like, he seems like an asshole. I don't know why they're so jealous, but whatever. Yeah, so that happens, and then they're running over, and Luffy's just saying like, where the hell is Tama? Like, I don't give a shit about any of this. Where the fuck is Tama? And then O-Kiku basically gets off and says like this great speech where he's like, you are like subhuman filth, like not us, like what the fuck is wrong with you people? And he cuts off his top knot, which is a big deal for samurai, which again he he mentions that he's a samurai, so you don't necessarily have to be a swordsman to be a samurai. It's like a class of warrior in Wano, which is important. So I think like Raizo is a samurai, for example. You know, he's a ninja, but he's a samurai, I think. And I'm not entirely certain on that. That hasn't been 100% confirmed, but considering that Urashima, like, doesn't seem to be a swordsman, he seems to be, like, a sumo wrestler. I mean, he had swords in the last chapter, but maybe he just carries those around. I don't see him being super good with them. He could be, but let's just keep that in mind for, you know, future reference. Well, that'll get clarified in Wano, obviously, because we got a lot more Wano, guys. Like, a lot more Wano. Luffy's face when O-Kiku cuts off that top knot is awesome. Like, he's like, his face is what the fandom's face should be like, oh, that was awesome. Like, and then Zoro's like, things are gonna get interesting. This is way faster than like going to look for Tama. This is awesome. So, you know, because it's Luffy and Zoro, like, there's no Nami there, there's no Usopp or Chopper or anything. Like, no one cares if they just start raising hell. Like, there's no law to like keep them in line. Like, Law wouldn't be scared of starting hell. He'd be like trying to keep the plan. Like, some other members of Straw Hats like might be more scared of shit. Like, we're in Yonko territory. Let's not just start shit. Zoro and Luffy though don't care. They're like, let's do it. Let's start messing stuff up. And we didn't see Speed in this chapter, so I'm assuming he's either not in the town or not going to be relevant to this fight. I'm excited to see how it's going to pan out though. We saw another gifter with the Mouse Man. We got Hold'em, who is like a lion smile user. We got all kinds of fun stuff. And I was hoping that Urashima wouldn't get knocked out. Like, the second O-Kiku took out the sword, I thought she'd have a big slash across him and that'd be it for the Yokozuna. And I think that'd be a waste, because despite seeming like a fucking asshole and like not super important, like, he seems like a character that could actually have some strength and like give like, not Luffy or Zoro obviously, but like some character a bit of a fight. So I'm excited to see that, and I'm glad that he's not just taken out immediately. Hopefully we get at least one chapter. Again, I want him to fight Chopper. I think that'd be cool. You know, heavy point versus sumo, and they sumo wrestle. That'd be freaking awesome. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this review, guys. The rest of this arc is just gonna get more and more hype. Every chapter gets me more excited, even though this one has been like the least hype in Wano for me personally, and I'm still so hyped. I'm a little disappointed we didn't see Law. I thought Law would like at least appear, or like we see a clip of him on the way or something. He'd be given more information about what the situation is, but we didn't get any of that. I'm assuming we'll get more of that later down the road. So yeah, till next time, guys. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I'd really appreciate it. I do these reviews weekly, and yeah, till next time. See ya.